So today, if you're finished with your pixel art, which hopefully you are by now, we're going to kind of go the next step. So we did pixel art on paper, which isn't really pixels, but it kind of gets us to start thinking about it. The next step is to actually do it on the computer, right? So do it digitally. So if you have your paper, we're going to start with this. I want you to actually have on your website both the one you did on paper as well as the one that you're going to make digitally. So the easiest way to do that in here without having to worry about cameras or all those things is to use the webcam that you have built into your computer. So if we go to Launchpad and we jump around, okay, we're going to use the search function. So we've got a search function here, we've got a search function here, and we can also do Command space on our keyboard to pull up the search function. So we're looking for photo booth. Is it 2 words? It is 2 words. So this will use the webcam. Here we go. And I can hold up the picture, right? Now I'm getting a little bit of light behind it, so I might need to use another piece of paper or maybe my clipboard to help block some of the extra light. There we go. It's a little dark, but it will work. We'll just hold it for the 3 seconds. There we go. And now I've got this saved image here, right? So I can drag this to my desktop. There we go. And I've got this JPEG photo there, and that will work. I'm gonna rename it just to be something a little bit shorter. So I can select it, and then after having it selected, if I click just once on the name and I just be patient, there we go, I can rename it. So this will be, this is what, the name at 5 pixels tall. So name at 5 pixels tall. That'll work for a name. Now I can go in and I can put it on my Google Sites. So I've already logged into Google Sites. I'm going to new Google Sites, right, because that's where the style is that we're using. And I can go in here to my PJ. And then on here, right, I can go to images and I can add it. So upload. Did I miss? What are you doing, computer? We'll try again. Images, upload. It does not want to cooperate. So let's try Chrome. Just grab the URL, Command C, Command V, just to make it faster. I'll have to log in, but it should take me right to the edit page. As long as I have, you know, rights to edit. So I can click images, upload. There we go. I don't know what it was doing. So I'm on my desktop, which is where that file is, right? I can click open. Now, there are some things that I can do here, right? So I can crop it down to being just the part that I want-ish. But it's not great. It's really only resizing, right? I can't really grab the edges of the frame. I can try uncrop, but that's not going to make it any better. So I need to actually modify this before I put it in. So let's go ahead and delete that. And we'll leave this open. But we're going to open our image in just preview. So it's the default on my machine, which means I can just double click and it will open with that. So I've got some issues here. I need to crop it and I need to flip it because notice it's all backwards. And neither one of those can I do very well on the site. So first going to Tools, I'm going to tell it to flip horizontal. Now it's written the right way. And now I can use just the default tool we have here, right? We've got this rectangle selection. So I'm just going to highlight the amount that I want. So I can go about there. And then I can click this button here. It says crop, right? So now I've cropped it down to just the part that I want. And it would be nice to actually lighten it, but I'm not sure if we can do that in here. There we go. So by playing with these level handles, I can make it look a bit better. It's a little reddish and a little, well, the colors are a little weird. I don't really need colors for this because it's black and white, right? So I could just tell it that I want no saturation. And now it's black and white, and that will work. And now I can save it. So File, Save, which the shortcut is Command S, right? So Command S, and now we can see the desktop icon has updated. And now I can re-upload it here. So Images, wait, are we in Firefox? This is the one that's being weird. Still weird? Still weird. That's okay. Go to Chrome, Images, Upload. Here it is, right? And now I can add in, you know, a little bit of text. This was from last class, right? That's when probably most of you finished it. So if you finished it last class, and assuming that you're doing this today, February the 7th, on Thursday, then this would be Tuesday, February 6th, and you could talk a little bit about your work on it, right? So, not too challenging, but I had difficulty with letters, I don't know, whatever, K and capital R or something, right? So now we can move this above, right, because it would go above the image. We have to move our attribution for our icon to the bottom. That's typically where you want it to be sort of organized, right? I'm going to bold this just to make it kind of more stand out, right? So we have sort of this hierarchy of organization. So I think that looks pretty good. Now I do want you to do this same thing with the other parts of your document, right? You also had to do one at 6 pixels tall, and you had some smileys to make, and you had a free image of your choice. So I want you to use those same steps for those as well.